So my plan today was to attend a test and tune session with the local autocross club. However, this morning, woke up, got an email saying that it was canceled. Well, I need to test my car. I can't just drive it on a public road. I can't just drive around the block. I got to test it. And I need a certain amount of pavement, smooth pavement to do that. So this is kind of not the news that I wanted to hear. So I drove up to a place I thought I could test the car. It's normally open, and it's not a public place, but it is an open stretch of pavement. We'll put it that way. And it was locked up. It's not usually locked up, but this time it was locked up. So then I drove an hour to where I thought was another place that is also a just big enough stretch of concrete or asphalt that I could do some testing. And much to my surprise, that place was occupied. It was full up with people doing other activities, so there was no opportunity for me there. So then I went to a third place. I'm really stretching now. And man, wouldn't you know it, that place was occupied too. So I don't know what to do now. I've been driving 3 hours now. I thought I was in the middle of nowhere, but there's still cars going by, so I'm not in the middle of nowhere still, but I do have really good sight lines of anybody coming. So I guess if I don't know, I gotta do something. I gotta figure out if I've solved this problem or not. This is very frustrating. Yeah. Alright, well, I'm gonna go for it, so wish me luck. Okay, I've been ripping around. I've been cornering hard. I've been mashing the gas as fast as I can. I've tried all kinds of things. Not even a hint of a stumble. Nothing. Not red. I looked over the logs. I admit I'm no good at looking at those things, but from the online, from the forums, what people are saying, I picked up a few things. I've gone through them. My air-fuel ratio never dropped below 10, which is before it would go to 8 or 9, and that's when it started stumbling. Now it's gone as low as 10. I'm sure there's something I can do about that, make it a little, maybe a slightly bit higher, like, 10 and a half, I don't know. Anyways, I'm trying a couple of different tunes that I have, a couple little changes here and there, and I'll log them and we'll see what happens. But so far, it's running like a champ. Well, testing is over. Everything is fine. I don't know, I tried a few different tunes and there was no stumbling at all. And then just when I thought I was out of the woods, it suddenly stumbled a little bit. And it was second gear, stepping on it, lifting off, and then stepping on it again. It just went blah, 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 and then it just took off like crazy. So I was like, oh no. and I was able to recreate it a few more times, off the throttle, on the throttle quickly, and it would stumble. And when I go back and look at the logs, it's right in that 3,000 to 4,000 RPM range. Like it seems to be right in there. And I saw air-fuel ratio of 8 and 9 to 1 there when that happened. So then I tried a different tune. Now that tune that it did that with was the tune I had been running just prior to that with no problems, with the only change being made to some cam tuning, some cam advance. So I don't know why that would make a difference, but anyways, so I went back to the original tune and I tried to recreate it, and it wouldn't do it, and which is good. It's good that it's not doing it, but I still don't have full confidence that I've completely solved the problem, because it didn't do it for a bunch of times, and then suddenly, oh, there it's doing it again. I don't know what it's related to. I really don't know. But anyways, hopefully that never shows up again when I go racing, and if it doesn't show up, then I guess I shouldn't have to worry about it. Anyways, thanks for tagging along on my little test drive day. It only took, 4 hours of driving or 5 hours of driving to get to this place, but here we are, and I think, I think the car is going to be, well, I hope the car is going to be good, and, well, we'll see you all at the next competition.